Three people in the Bible who experienced death twice. Lazarus mentioned in the Gospel of John 11. Lazarus was a friend of Jesus and the brother of Mary and Martha. When Lazarus fell seriously ill and died, Jesus arrived in Bethany 4 days after Lazarus's death and raised him from the dead. Lazarus experienced physical death twice, first when he died from his illness, and then when he was raised by Jesus, the widow's son, Nain. In the Gospel of Luke chapter 7, Jesus encounters a funeral procession in the village of Nain. A widow's only son had died, and Jesus had compassion on her. He approached the bier, touched the young man, and said, "Young man, I say to you, arise." The young man came back to life, experiencing physical death twice, first when he initially died, and then when he was brought back to life by Jesus. Eutychus. In the book of Acts, chapter 20, there is an account of a young man named Eutychus who fell asleep during a long evening sermon by the Apostle Paul. Eutychus was seated in a window and fell from the 3rd story, resulting in his death. However, Paul went down, embraced him, and said, "Do not be alarmed, for his life is in him." Eutychus was restored to life, experiencing physical death twice, first when he fell from the window and died, and then when he was miraculously revived by Paul. These instances of individuals experiencing physical death twice are unique and serve as demonstrations of the miraculous power of God and the authority of Jesus. 5 mistakes you must avoid before getting married. Unequal yoking. In 2 Corinthians 6:14, the Bible advises against being unequally yoked with unbelievers. Before getting married, it's important for both partners to share a common faith and spiritual foundation to ensure harmony in values and priorities. Lack of understanding, Ephesians 4:26, encourages open communication and resolving conflict promptly. Ignoring communication issues or failing to truly understand each other's thoughts and feelings can lead to misunderstandings and bitterness. Impurity. 1 Corinthians 6:18 emphasizes the importance of fleeing from immorality. Maintaining purity and adhering to biblical principles of bed ethics are vital to establishing a strong, God-centered marriage. Ignoring family. In Genesis 2:24, it is said that a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife. While you start a new family unit, it's important to maintain healthy connections with both families and seek guidance from wise and godly mentors. Selfishness and lack of sacrifice. Philippians 2:3. 4 teaches the value of considering others above oneself. Marriage requires selflessness and sacrificial love. Avoid entering marriage with a mindset of seeking personal gain or putting your needs before your spouse's. The most mysterious beings in the Bible. Seraphim and cherubim. These celestial beings are described as having multiple wings and serving as attendants in the presence of God. They are often associated with divine mysteries and worship. Nephilim, mentioned in Genesis 6. These beings are described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Their exact nature and identity remain debated and mysterious. Ezekiel's wheels. In the book of Ezekiel, there's a description of a vision involving intricate and complex wheels within wheels. They are intersecting at right angles and can move in any direction without turning. The rims of the wheels are said to be covered with eyes, symbolizing the all-seeing nature of God. The angel of the Lord, referred to as a divine messenger, this being appears in various instances in the Bible. There's ambiguity about whether this angel represents a specific entity or an aspect of God's presence. The 4 living creatures. Mentioned in the book of Revelation, these creatures are described as having features like a lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle. They surround the throne of God and are associated with heavenly mysteries.